Many of the significant banking personnel and economists say we're not in a recession. But let me just give you what the facts are in terms of the state of the economy. Number one, we have a record job market of record unemployment of 3.6% today. We've created 9 million new jobs so far, just since I became president. Businesses are investing in America at record rates, Foreign business like SK and others are investing in America, hundreds of millions and trillions of dollars, sum total. $100 billion in semiconductor investments already announced by Intel, Samsung, and Texas Instruments. More than $100 billion in electric vehicle battery investments by Ford, General Motors, Hyundai, Tesla, and more. And just last week, as I said, SK Corporation of the Republic of Korea announced $22 billion in new investment in semiconductor batteries, chargers, and medical devices, creating another 16,000 jobs here in America. And this is powering the strongest rebound in American manufacturing in over 3 decades, creating 613,000 manufacturing jobs. Passing the CHIPS bill is going to put another $72 billion for incentives and tax credits to expand semiconductor production. And the Inflation Reduction Act will add another $370 billion in clean energy tax credits in reconciliation, including incentives to accelerate domestic production of solar panels, wind turbines, batteries, and critical materials processing. That doesn't sound like a recession to me. Thank you very much.
Stimulus update: IRS announced average payment of $1,232 to send to millions. Here is who is getting them. Welcome to Updates Area YouTube channel, and I hope you will be doing very great. Are you getting some of the $14.8 billion the IRS is sending out? Key points: on Friday, January 6, the IRS announced it was sending out $14.8 billion in refund. This money is being distributed as a result of the American Rescue Plan Act. The COVID-19 relief bill entitled people to refunds due to a change in some important rules. The American Rescue Plan Act provided $1,400 stimulus checks to most eligible adults and dependents, but it did much more than that. In fact, some provisions of the American Rescue Plan Act are continuing to pay off for taxpayers even today. On Friday, January 6, 2023, the IRS announced that it would be sending around 12 million tax refunds to Americans. These payments will go to individuals who are eligible to get extra money back due to the American Rescue Plan Act. These refunds total around $14.8 billion, and the average amount eligible individuals will receive is $1,232. Why is the IRS sending out more money? When the American Rescue Plan Act was signed into law by President Joe Biden in the March of 2021, one of the key provisions of the COVID-19 relief bill involved excluding some unemployment benefits from taxation. Specifically, up to $10,200 of unemployment benefits paid out in 2020 would be excluded from taxable income for each spouse if a couple filed their taxes as a married filing jointly. This exclusion was applied for those with individuals under $150,000, with this income limit applied regardless of tax filing status. Many people had already submitted tax returns before the American Rescue Plan Act was passed. As a result, they had already declared this income and paid taxes on it. The IRS opted to review tax forms submitted prior to the passage of the American Rescue Plan Act to determine who had been affected by this law change. On January 6, 2023, the IRS indicated it had conducted its review and corrected 14 million returns, which is now resulting in refunds totaling $14.8 billion being sent to 12 million people. Who is eligible for this money? Anyone who paid taxes on all of their unemployment compensation earned in 2020 could potentially be entitled to money back from the IRS. After this review, the IRS also indicated it made corrections to tax returns for other issues relating the earned income tax credit, the other COVID-19 stimulus checks, or the American Opportunity Tax Credit. The IRS found most of these issues and is processing refunds automatically, but it also said in its news release that taxpayers entitled to funds who did not have their returns corrected will need to file an amended 2020 return to get their money. This can be done with the online filing software and should be done ASAP to avoid for leaving funds on the table. So that was the today's update, and I hope you liked the video. Please leave a like and also hit the subscribe button. I will see you next one. Bye bye.